Contact Coffee Company was founded by two Royal Marine Commandos because they just couldn't get on board with instant freeze-dried coffee. So they produced their own. And I'm sorry if you can hear that tank in the background. They're really quite active today and I did not expect this. But we're going to try their coffee today. I've got 2 packs. I've also got loads of different ways of brewing it. I've stuck them all in this envelope. We're going to pick one at random every couple of miles and we'll stop off, brew up a coffee, and yeah, we'll see what it's all about. So, Christ, that is a loud ass tank. It is absolutely going for it. Oh God. Oh, there it is at the back. Yeah, that's a full-on ruddy tank. Now, I'm going to be drinking a hell of a lot of coffee today, and to stave off those caffeine shakes, I need to have something to eat with it. So I've got a 24-hour ration pack, and we're going to be opening that up, having a look at what's inside it, and getting to enjoy some of the food that is provided within it. You can just hear tanks everywhere. This looks like a nice enough spot for the first coffee. Let's see what we are starting with. We've got a Moka Pot to start. All right, let's do it. Okay, we forgot the gas canister down the way, but there's the gas canister. We will run back the entire way to where I've left all of my gear, and then see there. Okay. I always forget how violent this stove is. We've got 2 different coffees. We've got Honduras single origin and we've got the Battle Prep blend. I'm going to start off with a single origin because that just seems like the logical thing to do. Chuck that on. Reapply the heat. Smells nice actually. Let's give it a go. It's very nutty. It's got like that deep caramel flavour. It's strong for a Moka Pot, to be fair. Oh, that's muddy. Hey, V60. So, let's use Battle Prep this time, as we used the lovely single origin, the first one. We've got a very dark looking coffee. Yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah, it's really nice. It's very bold. It's a very bold, strong coffee. It's got a really lovely texture in the mouth. I mean, that wakes me up, to be honest. I much prefer this method to the Moka Pot. It's produced a much more like softer and syrupy mouthfeel, and there's no muddiness in this coffee, which is really nice. It's just what you'd want in the morning, to be honest. I see something we could have for breakfast. And yeah, we've got white sugar, some matches, always good. A lovely cinnamon cake. Tomato pasta salad. That sounds quite nice, actually. This is hot chocolate powder. I already know that. Yeah. Lime flavour drink powder with sugar and sweetness. Strawberry jam, I want to say. Cheese oat biscuits. Lovely. Got here. Haha. Cheddar cheese flavour spread. That is not spreadable at its present form. This could be my breakfast. Fruitful muesli with milk. I suppose you just sort of add water to it. Another energy drink. Some salted peanuts. A grapefruit flavoured drink powder with sugar and sweetness. Fruit flavoured drink. What's this one? Chili con carne. Exotic fruits nougat bar. That looks really quite interesting. What have we got here? This feels like a biscuit. A fruit flapjack. Spicy red chili sauce. Beautiful. And some peanut butter. I think that might go well with the biscuits. And that is your lot. Just tasted muesli. Quite stodgy. But with that coffee, it's actually not bad. I'll finish this. And then we'll get packed up and go for a walk. See you in a minute. We've come out of that little bit of heathland now, and I believe we're heading all the way into the place where Lawrence of Arabia's grave is. So hopefully we can have a look at that and see a piece of history. I'm going to open this little exotic fruits nougat bar because as soon as I saw it I was a bit curious. Mainly because it looks like old chewing gum. Look at that. It's very sticky. It tastes like chewy yogurt. It's alright, it's just sugar. Right, let's get it cracking. So it's probably time that we started to look for somewhere to have the next coffee and maybe a snack. Annoyingly, there was a really nice spot where that fire was, But yeah, we'll find a nice spot. I'm sure there'll be somewhere around here. It's very pretty. And yeah, we'll find out what the next coffee is. Caffeine's wearing off a bit. So let's see what's up ahead. Okay, we're coming up to a very, very nice looking spot. Hopefully there's a spot on the side that I can perch and make a coffee. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Probably go, oh, that's the best spot, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at this bridge. This is absolutely lovely. Appears to be a little pillbox. That's very exciting. It looks very muddy. Oh yeah, but it's a bit flooded. Kalita. That's actually pretty nice. So, obviously, different coffee to what we brewed with the V60. But the Kalita and the V60 are very similar. The Kalita is a flat bottom and the V60 is conical shape. I much preferred the V60's mouthfeel. But the flavour from this coffee is nicer than the last one. And whether that's because I'm a single origin snob or not, I don't know. This is actually really nice. This cinnamon cake. I would just have that happily with a coffee any day. But the mouthfeel of the V60 was nicer. Flavour of this is better. I think the Kalita is an easier brewer, so yeah, I think I prefer the V60 is my favourite so far. So, for those of you who aren't aware of who Lawrence of Arabia is, he is a chap who was born in Wales. He lived in Oxford, where he studied modern history. And as part of his sort of thesis, he did a big walking tour. He was into his walking, with 1,100 miles across Palestine and Syria. And it was sort of looking at Crusader castles. And yeah, he worked there. He then became an architect, and he was drafted to the war, and he was stationed in Cairo as part of the military intelligence. Then came back and hopped on his bike to head into the office because of some urgent communications, and unfortunately he crashed on his way. There were two young boys on their bicycles in a dip in the road. He saw him a bit too late, clipped the wheel of one of the bikes, and yeah, crashed, hit his head, never regained consciousness, and died just a short term later in hospital. Pretty big tragedy, really, but yeah, interesting guy, lots of history there. And yeah, this is the Lawrence of Arabia Trail if you want to head out and and do it and see if you can find a gravestone, which I'm really struggling with. I don't think his grave was in here because I've checked every single one and I couldn't find it. So we'll have a little wander around the village and see if we can find it. We found an actual cemetery. Let's have a look and see if we can find his grave. To the dear memory of Lawrence, on the 16th of August 1888, and died on the 19th of May 1935. Okay, so that was Lawrence of Arabia's grave, not in the church, but in a little cemetery up the way. And I do need to brew another coffee, but it felt quite disrespectful to consider doing that in a graveyard, so we're going to keep on moving, find another nice spot to brew up the 4th mystery coffee. And I think after that one, the next coffee, we'll probably open up some rations for lunch. So yeah, I'll see you shortly. For now, we're heading back over that lovely bridge you saw earlier. Maybe we brew in there. Table there. Could I brew here? It feels kind of weird. Let's do it. Let's see what we've got. Coffee bag. That's a very easy one. So, we're drinking Battle Prep in a coffee bag, which is probably going to be the very easiest one. It's like a kitchen showroom. So that's all we need to do. That is by far the easiest brew that we'll do today. Does it taste any good? I need to let it steep for like 3 or 4 minutes, so I'll give you my verdict then. I find this place really creepy, so I've packed everything up while it steeps. Do you know what? I expected that to be a lot worse, because in general, when you think of a bagged coffee, I suppose you think of instant, kind of, but no, it is filter standard, just not the best filter, but my expectations were like instant coffee, and it's much nicer than that. I think considering how quick and easy that is to brew, actually is really not bad. I'd quite like that if I was out camping or on an adventure. That's so hot still. But yeah, what about this place? Odd place to brew it. To be honest, it would have made a lovely house. Well, I preferred that to the Moka Pot. The Moka Pot so far has been the worst. So far, in ranking, it would be V60, Kalita, coffee bag, and then Moka Pot. So fair play to the coffee bag. He's doing all right. We'll make our way to the next spot, which should hopefully be lovely. And then we can make another coffee. Oh God, this is sick. Which will be the 5th coffee of the trip. And I really don't know if it's healthy because my heart rate is like just going. That's not because of the light exercise. I think it's from just the coffee alone. But yeah. On to the next one. Well, I think I found the next spot, because when you see a perfectly made seat and table, it would be rude not to. Right, let's find out the next one. Okay, there's only two left. They're kind of stuck in each other. Cafetiere. Right, let's get this done. You can hear a tank off in the distance. Fill this up and wait for 4 minutes or so, and we'll give it a quick stir. But for now, I'm going to tuck into a tomato pasta salad because I think it's a good time for lunch. This actually looks pretty good. This has got a slightly odd texture, like you can tell it's made to last. Just gonna break the crust, give it a bit of a stir, and then leave it for another couple of minutes. What we can do is try some of the biscuity bits with it as well. Cheese oat biscuits. They're quite nice. Very, very dry. Have a spoon of pasta with it. That might help. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. No, it's just made the pasta really hard to eat. That's delicious. Suddenly, so much chocolate flavour comes out of that. There's like this really nice, rich, chocolatey flavour, and then there's a bit of like nuttiness as well. And considering this is what, the 5th coffee I've had today, I thought I would hate it, because that's too much coffee for me. But it's really nice. I saw this when I was coming over, so I thought I'd take the walk on a slight detour, and I have found this in the sun and under a tank. So, what is the brew of choice now? Let's take a seat. It's the last one, and it is AeroPress Go. Let's go. We're doing battle prep for the AeroPress. This is such a cool place to brew coffee. So the AeroPress Go is just a smaller version of the AeroPress. Filter in at the bottom, comes with a cup provided. We'll just balance that down there. We'll chuck the coffee in like so. And then we'll just pop that on and just let her sit. And then we'll push through a little bit. And we're going to hold. And we'll push through a little bit. And we'll push until we hear the hiss. This AeroPress coffee is actually really, really nice. And this makes a really nice tasting coffee. Good mouthfeel, good texture. It's balanced, chocolatey, nutty, maybe even a bit of like caramel there. Yeah, I think that one pips the Cafetiere to the post. Okay, so I've just got back from the walk. I had a really nice time. I drank lots of different coffee, lots of different ways. I brewed coffee on a tank, which feels crazy to say. I saw 4 deer, I saw a kingfisher. None of that was on film, annoyingly. I think Contact Coffee Company are doing really good things for the armed forces. I just don't think anyone should be subjected to instant coffee. Instant coffee is the worst thing. Well, I suppose war is worse, but instant coffee and war is like a really bad combination. So bringing in specialty coffee or nice coffee, drinkable coffee is something I can definitely get behind. I really enjoyed the rations. I didn't eat all of them because they were actually just really filling, really tasty, but filling. I didn't expect them to be as nice as they were as well. That pasta salad went down really nicely. The muesli with milk, pretty good. The nougat, that was odd, but actually really tasty and kind of Moorish. And yeah, it was nice to just explore the ration pack and see what was in there. I'm excited for that beef chili, but I didn't want to open it today because I was just too full, and to open it, I probably wouldn't have eaten it all, and that would be a waste of food, and I don't really want to do that. So I'll save that for another adventure. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about this trip, if there's anything else you want to see, and yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribing if you got this far.